Join me as I take on the challenge of returning to Nigeria after years abroad and face the unexpected struggles that come with it. Returning to Nigeria after years abroad was like stepping into a familiar yet foreign land. The excitement to reconnect with old friends, family, and the comfort of home was palpable, but little did I know, it would be a journey that would push me to confront the depths of my identity. When I arrived in Nigeria, I was hit with a wave of culture shock. The sounds, sights, and smells that once felt like home now felt overwhelming and chaotic. I struggled to adjust to the new pace of life, from the aggressive driving to the constant noise and activity. Simple tasks like grocery shopping or going to the bank became daunting exercises in patience and frustration. I found myself yearning for the orderliness and structure of life abroad, where everything was predictable and efficient. Reconnecting with family and friends was also a challenge. We'd all grown and changed so much, and I felt like I was stuck in the past, trying to relive memories that were no longer relevant. I struggled to find common ground with my loved ones, and the conversations often felt forced or superficial. I felt like an outsider, trying to navigate relationships that had moved on without me. One of the biggest shocks was the change in my lifestyle. I'd grown accustomed to the independence and freedom of living abroad, where I could make my own decisions and live life on my own terms. But in Nigeria, I was thrust back into a more traditional and conservative society, where family expectations and social norms dictated my every move. It was suffocating, and I felt like I was losing myself in the process. As I delved deeper into my struggles, I realized that my experience was not unique. Many people who return to their home country after living abroad face similar challenges. It's like we're caught between two worlds, struggling to reconcile our old selves with our new selves. We're forced to confront the parts of ourselves that we've left behind, and it's a painful and confusing process. One particular experience that stands out was when I visited my childhood home. I'd imagined that it would be like stepping back into a time capsule, but what I found was a stranger's house. The furniture was different, the walls were a different color, and the whole atmosphere was foreign. It was like I'd imagined my entire childhood. I felt disconnected from my past, like I was living in a parallel universe. Another experience that caught me off guard was how emotional I got when I visited my old school. I'd expected to feel nostalgic, but what I felt was a deep sense of loss and longing. I saw the old classrooms, the playground, the staff room, and it all came flooding back, the memories, the laughter, the tears. I felt like I was saying goodbye to a part of myself that I'd left behind. There was also the time I went to the market with my mom. I'd always loved the markets, the colors, the smells, the energy. But this time, it was overwhelming. The vendors were aggressive, the crowds were pushy, and the heat was stifling. I felt like I was going to have a panic attack. My mom, who'd always been so calm and collected, was getting frustrated with me, and I felt like I was letting her down. The moment that changed everything for me was when I realized that I wasn't struggling to adjust to Nigeria, I was struggling to adjust to myself. I'd changed so much, grown so much, but I was still holding on to the person I used to be. I was trying to fit into a mold that no longer fit, and it was suffocating me. It was a moment of profound clarity, and it marked a shift in my journey. In the end, my experience of returning to Nigeria was harder than I thought it would be. But it was also more rewarding. I learned that growth is painful, that change is scary, but that it's also necessary. I learned that I'm not the same person I used to be, and that's okay. I learned that home is not a place, it's a state of mind. If you've ever returned to your home country after living abroad, I'd love to hear about your experience in the comments below. What were some of the challenges you faced? How did you overcome them? Let's share our stories and connect with each other. And if you're new here, consider subscribing for more relatable content. Thanks for watching.